There is a gold mine hidden not beneath the earth, but inside your veins. They call it liquid gold. Every year, millions of people walk into sterile, white-walled centers believing they are heroes. They believe they are saving lives. But what they don't see is the cold, calculated machinery of a $40 billion industry that turns human biology into a global commodity. This yellow fluid, plasma, is more valuable than oil, more consistent than gold, and it is the foundation of a secret empire built on the desperation of the poor. Welcome to the dark reality of the blood harvest. The veneer is simple. Give plasma, save lives. We see it on billboards in low-income neighborhoods and on social media ads targeting college students. But here is the first lie. In the United States, you aren't donating plasma, you are selling it. The US is one of the few countries in the world that allows companies to pay donors. This has turned America into the OPEC of plasma. Supplying nearly 70% of the entire world's demand. But while you receive $40 or $50 for your time, the pharmaceutical giants like Grifols and CSL Behring transform that single bag into specialized drugs that sell for thousands. A single liter of plasma, once processed, can be worth over $5,000 on the global market. The markup isn't just high, it's astronomical. You aren't a donor. You are a raw material in a high-stakes supply chains.
In this gig economy, or big economy, more and more people are looking for ways to make cash. Well, now a Rancho Cucamonga woman is sharing her experience of cashing in by rolling up her sleeve.
If you want to find the heart of this industry, look for the plasma belt. These centers aren't found in wealthy suburbs. They are strategically placed in the poorest zip codes. Investigative reports have shown that centers are often located within walking distance of homeless shelters, payday loan shops, and the US-Mexico border.
Donations are of whole blood. 6.8 million Americans a year donate blood. Whole blood donations happen at nonprofit blood drives and are not paid because of FDA regulations. These are sent to hospitals to be used as emergency blood transfusions. The hospitals pay a reimbursement fee for the cost of collecting and testing the blood. Plasma collection centers take only the plasma part of your blood, and they do pay you. There's no FDA regulations on plasma payments. These are for-profit centers owned by Big Pharma.
Every day, thousands of people cross the border from Mexico on temporary visas just to sell their plasma for a few dollars to buy food or pay rent. The industry calls them life savers, but the data calls them the desperate. This isn't a medical service, it's a poverty trap. By capitalizing on economic instability, these billion-dollar corporations have created a system where the survival of the poor is directly tied to the extraction of their biological resources. Let's peel back the veneer of the giants. Grifols, a Spanish titan, and CSL, an Australian behemoth, dominate this space. Their annual reports are filled with talk of innovation and patient care. But behind closed doors, the metric that matters most is volume. To keep the machines running, they need a constant flow. In the US, the FDA allows a person to donate or sell their plasma twice a week. That's 104 times a year. In Europe, that frequency is considered dangerous and is strictly prohibited. Why the difference? Because in the US, the industry's lobbying power is so immense that they have rewritten the rules of human safety to maximize output. They have turned the human body into a mechanical tap that they can turn on whenever the market demands more liquid gold. But what happens when the tap never stops? The industry claims that frequent plasma sales are perfectly safe, yet long-term studies tell a different story. Frequent donors often suffer from permanent fatigue, weakened immune systems, and significant protein depletion. Their bodies literally can't keep up with the harvest. These people are effectively selling their future health for a quick $20 bonus. And when a donor becomes too sick or too weak to continue, the machine doesn't stop to help them. It simply waits for the next person in line. In this shadow market, the human cost is never listed on the balance sheet. The veneer remains polished, while the reality is one of biological exhaustion. As global demand for these specialized drugs grows, the hunger for liquid gold will only intensify. We live in a world where the elite can literally buy the life force of the impoverished to sustain themselves. The corporate veneer has rebranded harvesting as helping, but as we've seen, when a billion-dollar brand talks about saving lives, they are usually talking about their bottom line. The question is no longer about medicine, it's about ethics. How much of ourselves are we willing to sell before there's nothing left? In the world of liquid gold, your life has a price tag, and it's much lower than you think. This is the reality hidden beneath the veneer. This is just one face of the corporate machine. Behind every polished promise lies a hidden truth. If you're ready to see past the veneer and face the reality of global giants, subscribe now. We're just getting started.